And we got about 3 minutes before our first trade setup. Okay. Put you guys down there. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. Okay. So we're all set up. Looks like the US30 had a move move before the open here. So normally when this happens, guys, it means like sadly once again it will probably come down and then range again. This whole week just has not been very good, but normally Fridays are pretty good. Normally it's Wednesday and Friday that are pretty good. And then the market closes today, right? It's closes at 5 for the weekend. So just waiting around. Okay, it's open now. Things are kind of moving. Yeah, it's probably going to come down to the VWAP or so. And then we will look at the setup. Okay. There we go. There we go. And then I also set up gold today. We're going to look at gold. Gold's been ranging like crazy this morning. Well, I should say like last night, this morning. It's just been going sideways. I did post a pretty nice gold trade yesterday. I just threw it in group. I'm going to try and do that like once a day, the 5 days a week. Is I'll, just do like a freebie trade for everyone. I think that'll like, you know, help the interest out there. Okay, so and then the NASDAQ is making a move for this liquidity here. Yeah, it's hard to say what's going to happen today. Yeah, what I noticed this week was pretty much 10:40. That's when the direction was made up. Was around 10:40 a.m. EST, and then it either ranged or it like broke out around that time, like for pretty much everything except for gold because we didn't really look at gold. I think next week I'm gonna add gold to the tickers to look at during the hour here that we're together. I think that'd be a good idea because I've been looking through the comments and stuff like that, and I see a lot of people. They actually trade gold, right, in the group. So you should add gold there. Also, I'm gonna do some Bitcoin stuff just for the general um, member base here. I opened a little group. I think it's called Trade Analysis or something like that. Here, let's just go look at what it's called. It is called, yeah, Market Analysis. So I'm gonna do. I'll put like Bitcoin swing trades in there, but my target right now for Bitcoin is like 90K. I know it's in a bear flag, but I think we're gonna see like 90K and then it's gonna just crumble again. It's not over. The crumbling is not over. Okay, so we have, and I was on the 15. We have our trade here set up. So really just that 930 candle was the big one. Oh no, guys, look at this. It's another slow day. Man, this whole week, just been slow. Maybe it's all the alien news. Like that's the latest topic, is the US has put out all this like alien files news or whatever. I tend not to follow the news, but yeah, some of the interesting stuff I see it and I'm like, wow, okay, this is kind of neat. So we're right in the middle of the range, and you never want to trade within here. You want to wait for a break, or if it's slow, you can trade support and resistance. But if you're buying within the range, then you're just like straight up gambling if you're doing that. So let's go put this guy up here. And I got to remember this is the This is the chart over here that you guys can see. So we've got our US30 set up here, and we're just waiting. That's always the first trade it's going to give us is that US30 trade. We're just kind of waiting around for it. And it's getting there. Come on. So if it gives us a short, we have the VWAP right here, which is really, really strong um, support. Most institutional traders, guys, they have the VWAP on their chart when they're trading. Like they use DOM footprint, VWAP, um, and then most of it's just DOM and footprint that they're using. So they're actually looking at orders in the market. They're not just like looking at candles all the time like we do. Okay, so we got a wick down there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to drop my lot size a bit here. If you're new, you want to trade on one lot until you're comfortable with things. And I'm not entering until it gives me the entry model. So it's come down here. And it is 9:35. Okay, so I don't think this next candle is going to give us our entry model for US30 here because it's opening a bit. Yeah, right at that line. Yeah, so it's still above the line where it opened. Yeah, so I'd hold off on that guy. We'll just see. It would be good if it just wicked down to the VWAP, and then we would know what's up. So it's trying to come down. The Nasdaq's trying to go up. Okay, so we're down here. We're almost at the VWAP now. And I want to just see what happens here with our next candle in like 15 seconds. Our next candle is going to open on the minute chart. Okay, so that guy's way down there now. And I'm going to just glance at the 15-minute chart on this guy here. Okay, so yeah, it's come down a bunch. Good. Okay, I don't like that these two candles here are like the same. Okay, well, anyways, it's given us our entry model. I'm going to hit sell. I'm in. So I'm in the US30 there. And what you got to do is you kind of, with me, what I do is if the model presents itself, I'm going to take it. This is definitely not an A plus setup though, guys, just because we're hanging around the VWAP. We are under it, but then we're so close to this Asia, the Tokyo high, that it's not super, super great. But so far, the trend is down. Let's put our trend line on here. Let's look for fair value gaps. So there's just one way up here. One there, and there's one. Oh no, that one's filled. Okay, so now it's going against us a bit. NASDAQ, I'll just throw my line up there for now. Okay, and then if you ever, because this is definitely not an A plus setup, so if you ever feel like kind of like, oh, I don't really like this setup, then just get out of the trade. Right, take your $10 of loss or whatever, or you could even like right now, it's pretty much where we got in. Now it's a little bit in profit. Man, this whole week, guys, it's just been the same. Like it comes down and then just goes sideways, and then the last 3 days, it's just went up. as we're in a short. So we'll see. It's holding this trend line here. So we'll see. I'm going to I'll give it like one more candle here and then I'll just get out at where I came in if it's not giving me anything. Let's just look on the 15-minute chart here and see. So Asia low is not taken out. It feels better than yesterday though, because yesterday it was hanging around up here and then it shot up and then it came back down. But we did get out at a break even or a little wee bit of profit yesterday. Yep, it's just going off that VWAP. Okay, so this would be your like early exit if the because of that VWAP and stuff, because it broke the trend line there. I'm still in the trade a bit, guys, because it's like right where my entry is. So I'll just wait a bit here. We'll see what happens. If I take a little wee loss, I take a little wee loss. There, now it's giving us some profit. Okay. Next candle is good. It's going to open. It's on the VWAP. Oh my God. Okay, I'm getting out on the next candle. I don't like all this sideways VWAP stuff. It's probably gonna come down to the top of Tokyo there. Like it might wick down, or it could just do what it's done the last 3 days and go sideways and then go against us. So I would say just get out. We'll delete that trend line because it means nothing right now with all this sideways action. Okay, so it went up. It's grabbed some liquidity here. It's under our red line, which is good. But if it opens above there, you definitely don't want to stay in this trade. What we want is we want it just to grab liquidity, maybe even wick to this line, and then actually come down. And the Nasdaq's starting to come down. There. Okay. Yeah, man. Same thing for the last 3 days. Okay, so it's at that line there. And boom, now it's come down a bit. Let's see what happens here. I'm not in the trade, guys. I got out. We'll see. We'll see what happens here. Like if it opens above this red line, okay, so it still hasn't opened above the red line. If you get a body open above that red line there, that's no good if you're just staying in the trade. And we can delete this because it's taken this out. Overall, like it's saying, it wants to come down. The Nasdaq is pretty much in the same spot. You can see there's the top of Tokyo there, so it's pretty much in the same spot. But see, the Nasdaq's bullish, eh? The Nasdaq's going up. This guy's now, who knows? Maybe he's changing direction. We don't know. If it opens above that line, then that's not good for a short. I would like to just see it come. It'd be awesome if it just came all the way down here. Yeah, so there you go right there. That's not very great. just wanted to shoot down for us. Okay, we got one more minute here for our NASDAQ setup. So let's go get it together and move our lines around. Okay, there. Okay, so here's our NASDAQ setup. And it's not good for a short either because we're like the same as that US30, guys. It's like sitting right on top of that Tokyo high there. Here, let's look at our candles. So there's a fair value gap right there that has almost been taken out. So I'm just going to put a line right here. This guy, which is in the middle of that range. And this guy over here is breaking upwards. Okay. Yeah, just really slow. Slow, slow, slow. Okay, this is really strong right here. This green line, that's the 930 high. So we'll see here where we're going. Yeah, there's no trade yet in the NASDAQ. It's taking its sweet time. US30 is probably going to come up and then it's going to come like it'll come to the green line here and then it's probably going to go back down. I just feel overall it needs to come down at least to take out this Tokyo today, like take out that range. And then same with the Nasdaq, like it should take it out as well. But we can't just jump in a short, right? We got to wait and see. Okay, let's look at the fair value gaps down here. So there's a big huge one right there. So let's put a line on that guy. There. We're going to move this down here because that's a much stronger trade. And the Nasdaq is going sideways. Oh, man. Ugh. This would have been a good trade here if we had just went long there, but it's the opposite of the model that I use, and it's crazy. It's just done that this whole week. It's just come down, and then the 932, it's just went sideways for about 5 minutes, and then it goes up, and then it comes back down again. Let's see if there's anything down here. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay. Okay, so US30, you could short now. It's a high risk trade. If you want to short, it's really small. Like you would take your 100% or your 50% right here. Um, but overall, like it should come down. I wonder if anyone has held the trade from here. Okay, so you take your 50% here or your 100%, wherever, however you feel. Nasdaq's coming down. So this would be our Nas. Oh, this is such a bad entry though if we get this trade for Nasdaq, just because it's like sitting on top of that. So once again, this is not an A plus setup for the Nasdaq trade as well. because you're entering like on top of the Tokyo range. So it's this is acting as support here. Now we're going sideways on this line, so I guess we can take this thing out and we'll see what happens here. Would be good if it just came back down. Yeah. Yeah, guys, I just don't see anything here. Arranging side like it looks like all this stuff wants to just range. Here, let's just take a peek at gold. We'll see gold broke down. Okay. Oh, that's I got excited there. That's the Nasdaq though. Okay, Nasdaq is trying to go down. US30 is coming back down. Okay, so if this body here opens, the next candle, of course, below that red line, that would be another trade, but it's not an A plus setup, guys, just because we're like on the top of that Tokyo range. But we should come. That's yeah, it's taking it this fair value gap right now. If a body opens below here, it's going to go down to here most likely, which would be good. That would be a nice trade. So maybe we'll take that. We'll see. See how that goes. This guy's still stuck here. This guy needs to be below the VWAP, and then we would get a nice short. I don't know why the VWAP is not on my chart over here. We're going to try and put it on this chart. Every time I get my chart going, it's not on there. Okay, well, it's on there now on my other screen, but it's not over here. So the VWAP is basically right below this line in the NASDAQ. And we're going to have to see this here. So, okay, that's good. This guy's coming down. That's good. We want shorts today because we have all this here that needs to be filled. So if we can get some nice shorts out of this, then that would make me happy. Okay, so your high risk trade for the Nasdaq would be pretty much the next candle when it opens, you would short. It's not like nothing's an A plus setup today, guys. Okay, so that's your entry candle right there for this. And you know what? I think I'm going to get in with just one lot, just for the heck of it, just because it is giving a setup, and that's part of the model. So I'm in with one lot on this trade here. See how it goes. Let's look above here. So we got some gaps here. And yeah, man. Okay. And this could have been a garbage trade. Good thing I went in with one lot. Yeah, look at that. Okay. So I'm gonna let it touch here and then I'm gonna see what's going on with it because I'm only in on one lot. So it's like minus like 20 bucks or whatever, 50 bucks or whatever that is. So we'll just wait and see what happens there. Man, it's too bad the first week of the course has just been like garbage trading, like too much sideways action, low volume. Before 9:30's been good though. It's just I'm sleeping at that time. It's like all these moves back here, like London session guys, right? Like all this stuff here, it's ranging and then it just breaks out. Like this stuff's like that's what you want. That's the model I teach in the course because you can basically use it at any time. That model. Okay, so US30 didn't even come down to the VWAP. Now it's going back up. And if it breaks above here, we could go for a long with US30. NASDAQ looks like it's going to come down. And yeah, but it could just range, guys, like the last 3 days or 4 days or whatever. Okay, so NASDAQ's back down to our entry. I just held this trade, guys, like to be honest, because it's one lot. So like it doesn't really matter. My thing was if it's gonna candle body's gonna open above here, then I was gonna get out. So if you want and you did hold it, you could sell now if you want, get out of the Nasdaq trade. Um, but it should come down to at least here. It's just the top of this Tokyo is really really strong, so it might just go sideways. Like in four more candles, it could be up here again. Like who knows, right? Or who knows, it might just come down here. But yeah, so you could take your profit there if you want. Like you can see all these wicks, right? Yeah, not strong. Not a strong market today. Not a sideways action. And Sky. Okay, US30 is trying for it. It's trying. Let's see if we can find some. Oops, wrong chart. Over here. Yeah, US30 is probably just going to be rejected at this level again and then come back down. So we could, if it gets rejected from here, we could go and short US30 again. And we'll see how that guy goes. NASDAQ's ranging. Here, let's look at the 15-minute chart of the NASDAQ. Yeah, it doesn't know what it wants to do yet. Okay. And the NASDAQ's taken out. See, it's taken out the low of Tokyo and it's taken out the high. So it's going to be no one knows day with the NASDAQ. No one knows what's going to happen. So normally with days like this, guys, where from 9:30 to 10:30 and even 11 o'clock a.m. EST, if it just goes sideways, you're gonna actually get good trades later on in the day. Like that's when it actually makes its moves. Is like 11:30 to like kind of till the close, right? Is when the real trading actually starts to happen. Which for me is good because believe it or not, still I have not made the day 5 video. We've had a we've had soccer. My son plays soccer, right? He plays for our city. So we've had soccer like almost every single day, and I keep on being like, "Oh, I'm going to make it at the 9 o'clock because 9 o'clock there's always good volume." And yeah, I just haven't had a chance to make it. But I've got some suggestions for it, which is good. So that's kind of what I was doing was I was holding off on it a bit, and then I was waiting to see like everyone's questions, um, what they had from the course. And then in that day 5 video is when I was going to answer a lot of those questions there. And I'm having a problem with people ripping through the course, like them actually going through it in like 3 days, and then them messaging me, asking me questions constantly from the course. So it's like, I don't, I don't know if I need to put a big disclaimer on each page. Please do not rip through the course, right? So yeah, but the active rate's a lot better in it than just giving it away. Because my first, whoa, Nasdaq, my first 2 courses that I did, guys, I just did it for free, and the active rate was so low of people going through the course, like actually making it past the first page, just because people see things as free of no value, right? They're like, oh, there's no value in free things. So even charging the dollar to get into the community, I'm seeing a lot more people make it to like that second, how to set up your account and stuff like that in the trading view videos than just giving things away. Okay. So they're messing with us now. So we could get some like nice moves now in like look at this. Nasdaq came right back down to where basically we got out of that trade. So now it could make a move. Whoa, 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 whoa. Look at that. Holy smokes. Okay, they're coming in now. So they took out this liquidity down here pretty much. And then now we're probably going to get a move down. Okay, so it's dangerous just to jump in a short right now. But this here was taken out. US30 is still, it's doing like, remember I said back here, we're probably going to come up here and then we'll probably go down. And you could enter a short in US30 there. Yeah, it's just like, okay. So this guy here is now under all of this, which is good. So I think on the next candle, guys, we could enter a short in the NASDAQ. We already got that big liquidity sweep, and it's likely going to come down here, but it is ranging. And the 15-minute chart is not happy. Like if we were to look at the 15-minute chart, it's probably not very happy. Yeah, look at it. Doji candles, right? Pretty much. And then you've got like, those equal levels down there. Okay, so I'm going to actually get in a short here. I'm just going to I'll do one lot again. Actually, I'll do a couple lots there. I'll sell that. Okay, because it is giving us an entry. Oh, and good. The US30 is coming down again here, but it looks like this is just the range for it. And this guy here never really took out that. So it probably might come down to there. We should go back here and look to see if there's any fair value gaps. There probably is one right there. Likely. Yeah, right there. Okay, so this is basically your target would be the bottom of this Tokyo range if you're in that trade. And let's hope that it works out because this week's been pretty bad, guys. Pretty bad. This guy's just going sideways. I think overall we're going to come down in everything. We should come down, take out all this Tokyo range in both of them there. US30 I wouldn't touch. Like if you took this short from here to here, um, you definitely you're not in it anymore because of all this here. But I wouldn't get in a trade in it until at least we're like in that Tokyo range, like below the VWAP and stuff. Okay. This guy's trying over here. I got my music on. I put it on right from the start. This is kind of my I don't know if you guys can hear it. It's not very loud, but it's like my theme song for trading. It's a nice what is it? It's a frequency. 999 frequency. 999 hertz. That's what the frequency is on it if you can hear it. Because maybe the sound's just coming through my microphone. Okay, US30 is that's a nice candle for if the next one opens below. So basically, we would want the next candle to open below here, right? And then it'll be back fighting with the VWAP. Needs to get under the VWAP. Needs to get under this red line here, and then we're golden for some nice opportunities. Nice opportunities in some shorts. Nasdaq going sideways, but overall it should come down as well. It's but here's the thing, guys. It's already taken out the Tokyo low back here, right? It's just there's that fair value gap right here, so it could just wick down and give us that. So this is what I do is I'm going to actually put the sell order down here for the amount of lot sizes that I have in the trade, just in case it does one of these, like just a instant wick. And then, cause a lot of times it'll do that. It'll shoot down, hit your target and then shoot back up. So that's actually what I'm going to do right now on my screen is I'll put that sell way down at that just in case, which is a buy, right? Because we're in a short. And that NASDAQ trade is in like actually pretty good profit right now. So there it goes. Okay, good. Okay, so you could take 50% here if you feel uncomfortable with things. And did it hit our target? Pretty much. Okay, there you go. Okay. Oh, and US30 is looking hot, looking nice. It's doing what we want. She's coming down. That's good. We need to get below here, guys. Okay. And if we get below there, then that's good. We need to get below that VWAP, below this red line. I cannot wait for the summer. The summer is when trading, it doesn't do this kind of like ranging stuff. Like it still does, but you're going to have much nicer moves. Like you'll have a lot more moves like this where it'll range more London session and then the New York session will be a lot smoother and that's like when I'm most profitable is cuz this the model that I and the model that I'm doing right now, guys, is not in the course. I'm going to add it to it later. These open range models, right? For London, for New York session, they're not in the course. They're like strategies. So I'm going to put them in the course. And what I'd really like to do is I would like to make like a mini kind of course or something like that for the people that came in for $1. Um, I'd like to do that. Just give them a little something other than, "Hey, this is how you set things up." But I'm not really sure because I don't wanna give, like, the full sauce, right? Because it doesn't make sense to do that. Um, but yeah, I wanna give them kinda something. Something, something. Okay, so this is looking good here. As you can see, it's created a lot of resistance at that fair value gap. Or no, this wasn't a fair value gap. This was just the bottom of that, uh, where everything's come down. So it's resistance, and then now it's well, it was support, now it's flipped to resistance. So this is good here. If we kind of go sideways or we just come down, because I'm really looking for this trade, guys, in this US30 is below here, and then we actually get into this. Because if we go the 15-minute, it it never took out the bottom of it. And they're gonna want to look, think of all the liquidity down here. They're gonna want that liquidity. So that would be really nice if price came down and then we actually got a nice trade. And there's probably some mega. There's yeah, look at that. There's a gap right to here, right? So let's put a line on that. Actually, no, we won't because on the 1 minute chart, it's probably around here somewhere or something. That's at the top of that Tokyo. So we'll just hold off here. And I got to respond to a message here really quick, guys. I got someone that just got the VIP and they're like, how do I get on the live? So just do this really quick. Log into the school website and then you'll see the text that it's live right now. It's in red. Okay. Yep, it's finding support. Oh man, oh man. That damn VWAP. Okay. So let's look for some gaps up here. We can delete this line because this wasn't it's not a fair value gap or anything. And we're gonna look. So there's one way up here again, way up there. So this is where price could go to. So as you can see, guys, if you've hopefully you've been through the course or you started to go through it, um, everything I'm doing in here, except for these opening models, is in the course. Like you can see how I'm trading. I'm using my fair value gaps, the VWAP. I'm constantly looking at it, even though I know it's not on. I don't know why it's not over here. It's on my other screen, like the one I'm actually trading on. But yeah, I don't know what's with that. Okay, it didn't really take this line out, but I think I'm going to take it off the chart because it came so close to it. The trend is down in we got 3 minutes and 40 seconds. And if this next candle opens like in this area, then the trend is definitely down for the for the NASDAQ. I gotta sleep more for the NASDAQ. And that is good because they definitely want this liquidity down here. And we could get some more nice trades with that guy. And should we look at gold today? The gold, I called a gold trade last night in the group. I'm gonna try and do that every single day. Is put one trade in there for them because that'll help with the sales and stuff like that. And you guys know there's an affiliate system with this as well. Like you can go out there and share your results or just on social media or whatever, and you get 50% commission. Totally optional if you want to or not, but it does work. A lot of people come in with the dollar, and then I'm noticing within a couple days some of them upgrade, and I'm thinking that within a week to a month, when they go to make that next the next dollar subscription or whatever, they would either leave or upgrade. That's kind of what I'm thinking, and that's why I put it as a dollar and not a free community. And I learned that from watching some marketing videos of other people that own school communities. That's what most people recommended is like, if you have something of like great value, then don't just give it away. Kind of make it really, really cheap to get in, give them a little bit of info, make a good, strong community, and then have some, I know there's no real high ticket sales, but like have like a, reasonable monthly membership fee type thing. So we're getting coming down here again. So you could short. This would be a high risk trade with Nasdaq. You could short right now, guys, if you want the Nasdaq there. And I think I will just do a little short with that guy. So click sell there again, and we'll see how that thing works out. Okay, so I'm up $400 right now. Or no, sorry, like three something, not 400. Um, and then okay. If you guys were crazy and you held this trade here and you just held through all that, this trade it'd be in profit right now. like, the only reason I'm saying this is because I did have one guy go through the course, guys. He upgraded to VIP, and he didn't understand to sell. I don't know why, but it is kind of my fault, because I don't have less than 5 in there, and he just started trading without, you know, fully knowing everything, and, yeah, so he was having some issues with stuff. So, yeah, I don't know what was with that, but anyways, we figured it out for him and stuff. Actually, one of the other members in the group helped him out with things there, and then he messaged me. Yeah, so that's why, yesterday I really started, and today as well, I really started just saying, like, make sure you trade on one lot if you're new, and, because that's the best thing to do, guys, is just trade on one lot, and then you really get a feel for things, and, makes things easier for you. Okay, so let's go. Okay, our NASDAQ trade is pretty much just sitting at our entry there. Okay, it is creating uh, lower highs. Okay, I don't like that candle. Yeah. Ooh. Whoa, whoa, wee, wah. Could be grabbing liquidity. Let's just look at this. Yeah, there's a gap right here. So at the top of that Tokyo, there's a gap. This guy. This guy's this guy's on support, but he's under the VWAP now. Okay. So this guy here, you guys can see there's a little gap right there. Okay. So it could just come there, touch that, and then go back down. Overall, the trend's down. So I'm going to delete this just because if I put a line there, it'll be really hard for me to get it, to grab it again, because it'll keep on grabbing this range. So put this back on. This is not good for our trade, what's happening right here, but it could just get rejected off that, which I think it is. But then if that happens, it could range here again. So in our entries like around here, this area, right? So it's pretty much right now back to around where we came in. So if you're not confident in this trade, I'd say get out of it. But I my thoughts on this, guys, is we're going to be down here eventually. But now you could pull a bit of profit right now if you wanted to, or a break even type thing, because it is just going sideways. There's no good trend line to be in this trade, right? And this guy just doing the same thing. We're stuck under this VWAP, and then this, you can see what's going on, right? This back here, that's where it's stuck. So I'm still in this trade here, and that might not be good for me, but I'm gonna think about this here. It's pretty much at my entry. Do I get out? That's the question. It's not a good setup, but I'm in with like barely nothing. So I don't know. It's telling us not to trade again, guys, right now. So I think I'm going to give this guy here a little bit of time because the risk is so low because I dropped my lot size. And you can see it is getting rejected here, and we're inside this Asia range now. Okay, so you're in profit right now if you took that trade. Um, okay, so I'm gonna just take my little profits. Okay, just because I didn't like that. But once again, as I said, guys, we're probably gonna come down here. Okay, I just don't like what it's doing here. It's too much sideways. And you can see the US30 as well. It's just doing the same garbage as it was yesterday. But anyways, we did get, what was that? 4 or 5 trades. So we did like our 3 normal kind of trades. None of them were A plus setups. And I think we did, we did a couple other, like I called this guy here, I think it was. And Yeah, so I think we did four trades there today. Little bit of profit was made. Not that bad. Not that bad at all. And some people, I know you guys could have had a bit of a loss here, maybe. We had a lot of chances to get out because it went sideways. But yeah, that trade there, it was the same thing as the last 3 days since pretty much Tuesdays when we started, right? And it pretty much did that in our US30 trade. The first US30 trade there of the last 3 days came down, went sideways, and then went back up to the top of our our range there. So yeah, we're just kind of hanging around here, and you can get out of this trade at any time you want, guys. This Nasdaq trade, because you can see it's just going sideways for you, so it is profit. Um, Overall, looking at this though, I just feel it needs to come down here because of this back here. Like if we go to the normal candle, standard, they're called standard candles, right? We have this back here, right? Like they're gonna want to bring price here, and then they're gonna want to take out all this. There's a lot of liquidity. If you look at the 15-minute chart, there's a ton of nice wicks down here, and this is where everyone would have um, their stop losses for all their buys that they put in there during the late London. Okay, so still sideways. We got another 10 minutes here together, guys. And here's another thing I was thinking. This would really help out for sales. Um, is if we just did 1 day a week and let everyone come trade with us. So, but I want to give that up to you guys. Like, do you guys want to do that? Because you're the ones that are, you're the VIP guys. So that's something like we'll have to decide. Like, are you guys, if you're not interested in the marketing, I'd say like don't do it. But if you're interested in the marketing, that might be a really good hook for people. Is just say like, hey, come here, pay $1 a month, and you get like, you can come once a week and have a trading day with us. That would be like really good for the marketing. Um, if I don't know, but I'm gonna leave it up to you guys because I think that's best. Yeah, look at this. Holy smokes. It's like it's telling the same story in the past. Oh man. Okay. Well, at least we got like this Nasdaq trade was good. This guy here was it worked out. It gave us good, okay profit, but it did go sideways for a bit. This trade here was, I would say, it was complete garbage. This one, and then this one here that I never took. But I did call it like, hey, we're probably going to come up to that green line. If we open above, we'd go long. If it gets rejected, we go short. That one there was good. It was quick. And we had, remember, this line used to be down here. Like that was kind of the target, right? So I guess I complete that because we're just going sideways and we only have another 7, 8 minutes here. But yeah, guys, like I've been saying the last 3, 4 days, if you have any suggestions for like how I can make things better, if you're in any other kind of trading type groups, um, let me know. Like, what do you enjoy about those groups? Like, I can add to mine, all that kind of stuff. Because, like, honestly, I've never joined a trading group before. I've never bought signals from people, all that kind of stuff. So I'm kind of like really winging it with the marketing. Like how I'm doing it is more along the lines of like what I would want to see. Like I'd want to see the person trade live, so I know they can actually trade. Um, I wouldn't want to pay hundreds of dollars a month just to watch someone trade and follow them. I think that's ridiculous. And I would want the value to be like, if I'm sitting here and on average I'm making say 250 a day, then I think the proper value for that is like $50 a month or something, right? So that's kind of like what I've aligned it with. And then the course, I just put it at like 120 because I think going through that course, I think the course outweighs that value, you know. So okay, so you can see here, guys, we're pretty like if I was to put that line on the chart, we're there right now. So right now, my thinking is I wish I had held that, but anyways, it is what it is, right? And boom, there we go. Okay, so now we're at the bottom. they're going to try and take this out. I think they're probably aiming for that. And when I say like them, I'm talking about the institutional traders. Like this is basically what happens, guys. This is retail traders moving the price like this, up and down, buyers and sellers just fighting. And then institutions come in and they throw the direction of the market, right? Like they'll throw it down, they'll take out the liquidity, right? They took out the bottom of the Tokyo. They're probably going to take price down to here, right? And then they take it in the opposite direction. And just all this through here is just retail traders just doing buys and sells and fighting. So that's like probably the best tip that I can give people is just try to think like that. Just try to think of if I had $1 billion or billions of dollars, how would I get into the market? Where would I need to take price so I could get my billions of dollars into the market? Like you need to take it towards liquidity, right? Okay. And you can't really like when the candles are going sideways, you have to really see it as in like it's telling you not to trade, like it's undecided, especially on the higher time frames when you see it going sideways. Like this, it's going sideways on the higher time frame. For a scalp trade, I know if you're a swing trader, you're like 15 minutes, not a high time frame. For scalp trading, it's like that's the time frame you should be looking at to think about market direction, right? So when you see stuff like this, you know, oh hey, I just got to stay out. That's probably the two most powerful things when it comes to trading is understanding like when not to trade and then what the institutions are thinking. Where are they going to bring price? Okay, so you can see they brought it down here, they took out that low, and now things are going back up. Probably the end of the day will be like down here somewhere, or who knows? We could be way the heck up here. Nobody knows. You kind of take it for how it is. Okay. So, anyways, we hit the bottom of that Tokyo range, and this Tokyo range here, guys, works really really good. It's 7 p.m. EST to 1 a.m. EST. It's extremely strong. And then that 15 minute, the 15-minute high and low of 930 is also really freaking strong. You can see the resistance on it or support, right? And then gold, I haven't messed too much with gold with this model. So I did today, I put the 7 p.m. to 1 a.m. on gold as well today because I was thinking, oh, maybe we'll take a look at gold. And yeah, it does work as strong support and resistance, but I think that the Nasdaq US30 S&P 500 are way better for this model. These are just randomly I put them on the chart, so they're nothing there, right? But yeah, gold. I would say gold is probably one of the best things to trade, uh, like on other sessions, like the Tokyo and the London session, gold's really, really nice. And gold's easy to predict because gold loves to range and gold loves to trend as well. Like if it's going up, it'll continue to go up kind of thing, as we saw 2020. I think it's 2025, right? Gold just kept on pumping and pumping and pumping. That's pretty fun. So yeah, that would have been a nice trades there in gold. So we will have to add gold to our arsenal of things to look at. I just don't want to put too many things in front of you guys. But yeah, this is look at this. So that we're back on US30 now. Look at this, guys. This is sideways, right? Just a bunch of sideways. Okay. And now Nasdaq's in that Tokyo range again, just ranging away. But yeah, probably if there's a fair value gap here. No. So yeah, it's probably on a trend line or something. And I don't really recommend you trade on trend lines. Like, don't think of it as like, oh, it's going to come up here and that's going to go back down. Um, think of liquidity, right? Where's the liquidity? Liquidity's here. Liquidity's here. Liquidity's here, and that makes your trend line. But they are good to put on your chart just so you can see structure. right? You've got your high, you've got your lower high, and then now it's creating even a lower high, and then it could come down again, or it could break this, and then we could get a small trend change there. There is a little weak gap, as I pointed out right here in the market, so it could come and create like a double top of this, so it could go like that and then come back down. But yeah, I think it's going to try and take out the liquidity that's here that we can see on the 15-minute chart. All this. That's what it kind of looks like. But this is really strong. So who knows? Maybe she shoots up. Okay. So we are pretty much at 10:30 here now, guys. I'm gonna go uh look at the chat, see if we got any chat here. Woo, lots of hearts and thumbs and stuff. Thanks, guys. We got four. Is this from today or oh no, that's today, yeah. Market needs to war as well. Yeah, the war stuff, guys. I think that's kind of what's going on. It's just all this war stuff, all the as I was saying at the start, the UFO stuff. Like there's just lots of weird news and things going on in the world. Like war is pretty normal for the US. Sorry if you're a US person, but it's pretty normal every presidency there's kind of some kind of war going on. But just recently, like a lot of weird news. Very, very strange stuff. And I think that the markets are just reacting to it and they're just like ranging and stuff because of it. And we're really, like I said this in our Telegram group, um, which we don't do anymore. We don't do the Telegram. We've moved everything over to school. But I said this in the Telegram group, I think it was like 2 or 3 months ago, that like trading is just not the same right now as it used to be. Like with the indices, right? Like crypto, of course, is just it's crashed and now it's just kind of making its way back up. But it's crypto's kind of normal, right? Because crypto does cycles. But indices, normally you don't see this kind of stuff where during New York, you're ranging and you're not getting like really like super nice moves, right? So, anyways, that's it from me, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, the weekends, I've decided like I kind of want to just take the weekends off, um, because the market's closed. What I'll do on the weekends is I'll do like crypto related stuff, but there's no lives on the weekend. If you look at the schedule, lives are Monday through Friday, but I will do some crypto um, posts, maybe a quick video or something like that for crypto because I know a lot of people are interested in crypto. But yeah, the whole course and this community and stuff is mainly based around indices trading. So yeah, you can see here, guys, it's going for that kind of double top in this range right here. This is probably what it's doing. It might come up close to here, and then so that trend line. That's why I said like it's kind of not that great for New York to use trend lines, is because they a lot of times they don't mean anything, right? Even on a 15-minute chart, where the 15-minute chart you can't even see that trend line. So on a 1 minute chart, especially, they don't really mean anything. So that's it from me. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed it. And I'll see you guys on Monday. And then, as I was saying, I'll probably see you guys on the weekend here. I'll just do like a quick video just about crypto and stuff like that. Holy smokes. Look at all that. That's great. I know you guys can't see the screen, but it's well, you can I'm talking about in the recording, you can't see the screen, but anyways, they're giving me a bunch of thumbs up and hearts and stuff, which is good, guys. Thanks for the support. It's here, I'll stop the